clock's ticking loud, I'm checking the feed, chat's blowing up. Yo, Gav, we need a little more time, just breathing slow. But the countdown's red and it's ready to go. Got my lights set up, my headset on, cameras framed, green screen strong. Coffee's cold, but my heart's on fire. 3 minutes left and I'm wired. 3 minutes to go before we're live. Chat's going wild, keeping the vibe alive. We've got the game queued up, let the pixels glow. It's gathering time and the world should know. Oh, 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Stream deck armed, alerts in line, mods already, the timing's fine. A nervous grin, the playlist spins, every show feels new again. Messages flood, we can't wait, followers rolling a record rate. Hands on the mouse, I hit that scene, lights, mic, magic, live on screen. 3 minutes to go before we're live. Chat's going wild, keeping the vibe alive. Got the game queued up, let the pixels glow. It's gathering time and the world should know. Oh, 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 1 minute left, heart skips a beat. Every viewer's waiting in their seat. 10 seconds flashing, can't turn back now. Gavin takes a breath, he's ready somehow. 0 on the clock, lights burn bright. Hey chat, what's up? It's racing night. From countdown dreams to full-blown show, that's how it starts. 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago.
Well, good evening, everyone. Just testing my microphone.
Oh, it doesn't help because I love you. You're so.
I'm just going to do a little tour of wee quick spin round Mexico City. We're in the Mexico International Airport at the moment, which is just slightly west of the F1 track, and we're going to take a little helicopter, a beautiful little Bell helicopter, to the circuit and land there, hopefully successfully. So we'll just jump in and we'll get the doors closed, have the flight plan in, and we'll get at it. So, let's go.
Sunrise glow on the tarmac light. Gavin's got his shades and he's right on time. Pilot sails, strapped in tight. We're chasing thunder through the morning light. Engines spin and the city shrinks. Clouds roll by before you blink. GPS locked on Mexico ways, flying high where the races play. He's got helicopters and horsepower, flying faster every hour from the sky to the speedway lights. You can hear the crowd ignite. Over deserts, over dreams, through the air he rides that gleam. To the track where legends roar, Gavin touching down for more. Radio crackles, engines hum. We can almost taste the podium run. Red, white, green, the flags all wave. It's fiesta time, no need to behave. Smoke trails twist like time bombs do. He's got a bird's eye view of the crew. Adrenaline's humming like the rotors spin, and he's grinning wide as he's coming in.
So I think that's the start and finish grid there in front of us. Touching down for more. Down by turn
Mexico,
one,
approach
the
GAV
engine
1 and go, Mike 60.
Dreams
Type
on
helicopter
fire,
H130/EC130 3 miles
He's
south
not
of Mexico
racing,
City,
but he feels that
7,900 feet.
spark with the soul
Request
of
clearance
a
to
driver
transition
and a
Charlie
fearless
airspace.
heart.
GAV 1 and go, Mike 60, Mexico approach.
Helicopters and horsepower, sky rides and champagne showers from the
2206
clouds
GAV
to
1
the
and go,
F1
Mike 60.
stage.
There you go, there's the helipad below.
Front page on the Mexico's blazing sun. He's a story that's just begun. When the rotors fade,
Clear through the Charlie
engines
airspace,
roar.
GAV 1 and go, Mike
Gavin's
60.
landing, ready for more. Viva the speed, viva the flight. He came from the clouds to the neon night with helicopters and horsepower. Gavin's living under every hour.
Anyway, there you go. That was Mexico. F1 track for this evening's race with the Rattlers F1 Racing League. Speak to you all. Well, good evening, everyone. It's Gavin Bass 1 on a Tuesday night, and we're with the Rattlers F1 League. Any drivers that are watching, just go ahead and ready up at 9:30. I'll just be about 30 seconds behind you. But before that, we have got to go through all of the bits and pieces. Tonight, we're in Mexico in the Hermanos Rodriguez circuit. 2.7 miles long, 4.2 kilometers with 17 turns in total clockwise track. Situated in Mexico, just above the city at 2,285 meters above sea level. The lap record here is held in real life by Valtteri Bottas, and the pit stop loss time tonight is about 27 seconds, with the 2.7 stationary time included, plus the wings and any damage that you occur, that'll all be added on. Safety car probability is low tonight at 20%, but quite a high percentage of safety car in around about 80%. A big happy birthday to the guy on the right-hand side, and that's Titron Sigma, and I wish him a very, very happy birthday. The league standings are all there to be seen on Discord, but Apophis is in 317, 200 for Yi, 185 for Titron Sigma, Regulators 128, 100 for Hun Solo. That's your top 5. And then we have Garmin, Aramis, Jordan, and Hypes right behind them there. So all going really, really well in the league. And tonight it's Mexico. That little yellow icon below was something that somebody asked me to do, because they always text. Quite a few people have texted and asked me, how can I support you, Gavin? Can I buy you a coffee? Can I buy you a drink? I kept saying, no. But anyway, buymeacoffee.com/GavinMartIB. If you go on there and you really do want to subscribe and buy me a cup of coffee, I'm always on the coffee every single night. And I'm also on the lemon and lime vape. So any donations, the next coffee and the next vape will be on you. So without further ado, let's get the intro sorted and let's get those cockles warmed up for an absolutely fabulous race tonight in Mexico.
Engines growl down the neon strip. Chrome fangs flash, we're primed to rip. Checkered moon in a silver sky. We live for the scream and the battle cry. Gasoline dreams, speed in our veins. Steel hearts pumping through lightning and rain. Tuesday night, the Rattlers bite. Burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the road inside. We're kings of the league on a Tuesday night. Helmets down, visor hides the eyes. Every turn's a dare, every lap's surprise. Crowds roar like thunder in the stands. Every heartbeat feels like shifting sands. Gasoline dreams, speed in our veins. Steel hearts pumping through lightning and rain. Tuesday night, the Rattlers bite. Burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the road inside. We're kings of the league on a Tuesday night. Downshift to the edge, pushing past the red. One wrong move and you're steel and lead. But we're rattlers and we were born to strike. Caught in the dark till the green light spikes. Tuesday night, the Rattlers bite. Burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the road inside. side. We're kings of the league on a Tuesday night. Engines fade, but the fire stays. Until next week, we'll haunt these days.
This is Rattlers F1 Racing League, so let's get it on to keep it lit.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Max Verstappen. Question, would you like to participate in this amazing racing league? If so, contact my good friend Gavin and he will put you in touch with the league owners. You need to prove you are a clean, patient and respectful driver. Tick those boxes, join the fun.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mexico. It's Gavin Bass 1 and I'm just going to run down the drivers for you. Just checking that everything's working on the microphone first of all. And I think it is all working. That's good. I'm just going to put my little phone on the stand. Everything's working positively and we are in the Red Bull tonight with Jay Weber, the Ferrari of Cuba. Then you've got Kashmiri in the Aston Martin this evening. Hypes all the way from Northern Ireland and Moira in the Williams. And his teammate all the way from Roscommon in Ireland, a little town there. And that's Rock Robs in the William. Then you've got Yee in the Ferrari. Shelby's in the Kick this evening. And Aramas is in the Haas. Mike driving the Alpine this evening. And Yuval driving the other Aston Martin. Patterson's in the Racing Bull. Regulator in the Red Bull. Apophis is in the Racing Bull, and the McLarens of Garmin and Titron Signa, the birthday boy, is out there at the moment with Han Solo out there in the Haas. Good evening to you all. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Rattlers F1 Racing League on a Tuesday night in Mexico, and we are on quali. So let's get up the telemetry and let's get up the lap data and the little mini map, and let's see who's on a lap this evening. Let's go on with Han Solo, and let's see how he's doing with his first out lap. And thank you everybody for tuning in this evening for this fabulous race this evening in Mexico. 2,500 feet above sea level, so the game has taken that into consideration, and traction, downforce and grip are all going to play havoc tonight, and especially with the very high tire wear that you happen to get on this track. Let's just see exactly what Han Solo can do over the line here. Let's see what lap he can set. 1:16.314 for Han Solo. That puts him in fourth, but Yi puts in a 1:15.276 with Titron Sigma at 1:15.4. 1:15.5 for Han Solo. Regulator puts a 1:16 in. And Jay Weber a 1:16, Yuval a 1:16, Patterson 1:16.5, and Mike with a 1:16.8. Oh, Kashmiri got a very, very squirrely on that corner, and I think he's going to back off this lap and go back into the pits and put on another set of softs. Have I got that right? He's just going to go on in the out lap, and he's going to warm the tyres up again. On with Shelby. Driving the Alpine this evening is this young fella. I believe this lad's all the way from Australia. Multinational grid here tonight from all over the world, and every single one of them are really, really welcome. So I'm expecting a very fast lap here from this young fella. This is one guy that drives for the Diamond League for RPL, and I fully expect him to put in a very, very good lap. He drives with absolutely no assists, and he is doing a fabulous job. So if there's no rain tonight and there's no distractions, I've got a feeling Shelby could be in the top 3 here. On with Patterson. Round the final right-hander and heading up now to the start and finish, but he's going to dive into the pits. He just wasn't happy with the lap, so he's going to go again. Let's go on with Cash Emery. Driving the Aston this evening. Into the left-hander. Really, really hard to keep the traction going here. A very, very difficult part of the track's coming up here. Just as the tyres start to wear, these S-bends can be absolutely treacherous. And on the final one, you can end up very, very right here. If you get this wrong, you'll end up over on the right-hand side beside those porta cabins. Slams on the brakes into the right-hander and the final grandstand section. Round the left he goes. What sort of a lap can the Aston driver put in the night? Oh, P7, 1:15.970 for Cash Emery. Brilliant lap, sir. Well done. So we're on with Shelby. There it is. Into 6th with a 1:15.8. Not a bad lap, but I know he can do better than that. On with Yuval. He's the other Aston Martin driver this evening. Hope he didn't invalidate there. That looked quite wide. I think he's going to... Oh, he's keeping going. 9th place for Yuval with a 1:16.7. On with Yee. He's the fastest man on the track at the moment with a 1:15.276. Driving the Ferrari. Really, really, really fast drivers, this fella. And he just decides to better that with a 1:15.0. Is there a 1:14 in the tank tonight for any of these drivers? On with Hypes. No, I'm not. I'm on with, let's see. On with the Poppus. Very late braking there. That's nice. Absolutely beautiful. Taking every millimetre out of that track, and off he goes. He's going to set a decent lap here. And it's a 1:15.520 in quali for Titron Sigma. Or for Apophis, sorry. Titron Sigma, the birthday boy, is in 3rd place at the moment with a 1:15.402. So some really tight laps going on here. On with Han Solo. He's trying to better his 1:15.962. So have a look at the top right hand corner, and that sector 2 time will give you an indication. Oh, he's 8 seconds down, so he's not on a lap at the moment. Here comes Cuba. Into P11 and nearly 3/10 better on that lap. So great lap there from Cuba. Jay Weber. Six minutes and 47 to go here. On way of Poppus. Pinball Gamer, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're looking forward to your debut on Saturday night. I bet you're nervous. Nicely round the U-bend. Absolute fabulous lap from Hypes there. The lad from Northern Ireland puts in a 1:15.017, and he reckons he may just be able to get in the 1:14s. Let's see if anyone can deliver that magical 1:14. Still on with a Poppus on the Racing Bull. Dives into the pits. Didn't like it. On with Patterson. No, he's coasting. Who's on a lap? Let's have a look. Aramas is in P4 at the moment at a 1:15.399. Just going to have a look at the end of the Sector 1 times, and I'll stay with him if he's improving. No, he's down, so he is going into the pits, I would say, to get another set of soft tyres on. On with Yuval. He's down on his last lap too. Let's go on with Mike. Full lap with Mike. Let's have you, Mike. He's trying to better his 1:16.408 at the minute. 208 miles per hour, and he's got traffic in front of him, so he might just get a little distant toe here into the left-hander. Mike tells me this is his last night. He's on controller. He's got his wheel and pedals all coming in tomorrow. And then we're going to have a little session together. And I hope Mike can definitely really get into the groove of the steering wheel. And he will definitely make a big, big difference to his driving. He's 1.5 tenths up on Sector 2, so he needs a really good Sector 3, and he might just jump into about P10 here. P13 for Mike. On with Jay Weber. Oh, he went wide there. He's nearly half a second up. So this could put him into about 7th or 8th place if he continues on, as long as that wasn't the track limits. Here he comes. Can he get that magical 7th, 8th or 9th place? Let's see. He needs a really good sector 3. Here it is, 8th place, 1:15.897 for the Red Bull driver, Jay Webber. Well done, P8. Shelby's in P5 at the moment, a 1:15.480, and he's just warming up the tyres, and he's going to go for his final lap. I think we'll stay on board with the kick driver. Nothing like putting him under a wee bit of pressure. Oh, absolutely lots of people tuning in this evening for this race. It's brilliant to see you all. You're all very welcome. It's Gavin Bass 1 on a Tuesday night with the Rattlers F1 League here in Mexico. 1 minute and 25 left, and we're almost Shelby in the kick Saba, and he's going for a very fast lap here. Keep your eyes absolutely fixed on the top right-hand corner and see if he can improve on Sector 1 and beat this 1:15.480 that he's already set. Into the right-hander he goes. All of the rumble strip taken and onto the DRS zone activated now. Oh, he touches 200 miles per hour before he flings that into the left, and he's very, very, very slightly up. Round the U-bend. Takes that beautifully, keeps the traction firmly down, and this is the very, very difficult part of the track to master. Oh, he went a wee bit too right there, but he corrected it. The problem with those corners, you get the first one wrong, they all appear to be wrong, but he's 1.3 up at the moment, as intense. This could put Shelby into P2 or P3 here. Let's see if he can get a good sector 3. And over the line he will come. P4 for Shelby. 10 seconds to go, and there's a lot of people still out on the outlaps. Let's go on with Poppus. He's limping. Aramas is coming over the line for his final track at a fast lap here, and it's 5th position for Aramas. Beautiful lap at 1:15.3. Yi delivers the 1:14, and so does Hypes. 1:14.768 for Yi and a 1:14.991 for Hypes. Those are two absolutely exceptional laps there from those two lads in the Ferrari and the Williams. On with Titron Sigma. 1:15.2. So Titron, the birthday boy, is now in P3. Shelby 4, Aramas 5. And I think that is more or less the end of the quali this evening. Pinball Gamer, he's new to commentating, and he's starting his commentary life on Saturday night for Tier 2 with the Pure Speed Syndicate guys. And he says on stream here that he is absolutely bricking it. I bricked it the first night too, and to be honest with you, every single night before I do this, I do get very nervous. You're always worried about making an absolute bummer. I'm more worried about my internet crashing, to be honest with you, down in my holiday home, because it's just so crap. Yeah, Mike, it's going to make one hell of a difference to you. And once we get together, buddy, I'll teach you all the tricks of the trade and get you right up to where you need to be. But you know what? That's not a bad lap. 1:16 on a controller. Honestly, that's really, really good. So there you have all the positions that you need. And we'll just go into the other room where I have my PC going, because I know you all want to celebrate the national anthem, of course. So I'm just going into the other room in my caravan that my wife chucked me out of earlier, because she basically can't stand the sound of me yakking on about F1 cars. And I firmly get that. Absolutely firmly get that. Oh, sorry, did you get a fun? I didn't realize you were on pad. Absolutely brilliant. 15-3 there, bud. Well done indeed. But for now, while the guys are getting all their stuff together, we'll have the national anthem of Mexico. So we're out on the formation lap. The nerves are starting to set in big time. And the guys have been making all the changes to their cars. Tire pressures, all the rest of it have been changed. Strategies have been picked. So let's just go on now and let's have a look at the details of the tire situation. Most of them going out on mediums, and just two guys going out in hards. So Mike and Rock Robs have decided they are going to go for the long stunt. Excuse me. An awful lot of people watching here this evening, and that is greatly appreciated. The more that tune in, the more the better. Spreading the word about this wonderful league on a Tuesday night. I know that anybody who thinks they can drive are very, very welcome, and they just need to get in touch and we'll all get it sorted out. Lining up on the grid, Rattlers F1 League on a Tuesday night. We're in Mexico, and I'm Gavin Bass 1. So just waiting on the final drivers to park And it looks like Rock Robes didn't park very well there. But let's see if Yi, Hypes and Titron Sigma can make the start they need. And off they go in Mexico, lap 1. Into turn 1, and Hypes has got the lead, and it looks like it seems to be a relatively clean start. The McLaren gets a wee bit squirrely there of Garmin, but everything is absolutely sweet, and we're off for a very clean race and first lap here in Mexico. Absolutely amazing start. Now the guys will all settle in to their pace. They will get settled down. They'll get the tyre strategies all into their heads, and they'll get the gears all sorted out for every single corner, and they are now right in the zone. And I can tell you now, this is not easy to do, and credit to these guys absolutely and utterly. Hype's out there by half a second behind Yi in the Ferrari. In P3 you've got a Pappas in the Racing Bull. Right behind him you've got Shelby in the Kick. Titron Sigma, the birthday boy, fighting like blazes there in 5th position, with Aramas in the Haas in 6th position. Jay Webber, the league owner and administrator, he's in P7, and Hypes puts in the fastest lap of the race at 1:20.503, lap 2. Cuba is in the Ferrari, P8, Garmin, P9, Patterson in the Racing Bull, P10, and I'm just waiting to see the moves starting to be made now. Han Solo, P11, Mike, P12, Regulator 13, Kachemre 14, Yuval in the Aston Martin is 15, and he just gets a little touch in the bum from Rock Robs there, back in 18th place, 16th, sorry. On with the leaders. So everybody really settling into the groove now. And this is all about trying to get out of each other's DRS zone. But if you look all the way from P1 right down to the very end, every single one of them is in a DRS train. Alan Dock says, "Go Patterson, go." Misfits John, good evening to you, sir. Always in, always glad to see you. And Yi has just pulled out over a second of a gap there, but Hypes is not going to let him off with that. But let's go on board with the Pappas. Can we see the first really good overtake of the evening? Yes, we can. It's inside. He takes the outside line. And he goes. P2 for a Pappas. Hypes put into P3. And he's got Shelby, Titron Sigma, Aramis, Weber, Kuba. Everybody's battling in there behind, and Garmin is in P9, and he's trying to make up positions. But look at Patterson. Patterson's going for it on the outside. He needs to swing it here. Will he do it? No, he won't. You can actually cut in on the left-hand side there, and you can make a really fabulous little move, but it takes skill, timing, and the brakes got to be right on song. Shelby P4. Pappas puts the fastest lap of the race in there at a 1:19.080. He's on the medium tyres, 3 lap old hards or mediums versus the two guys on the 3 lap old hards. There's a McLaren trying to make an inside move, but he backs off that. But he's going for an outside, and he's going to swing it into the outside. That's Titron Sigma up into P4. I don't know what he's had in his birthday cake, but I'll tell you what, he's knocking it out of this McLaren. Aramas. Let's go down to Patterson. Real battle going on here. Oh, what's going on with that McLaren? Is that McLaren glitching? That's Garmin. Oh, there's a whacking job there. Somebody's off. I missed that, but somebody's off the track there, and we've got a caution. I think that might have been... Oh, it wasn't regulator, I don't think. It looked like a McLaren to me. It might have been Garmin. Anyway, they're back to racing speed now. It was nothing more than a yellow flag, but it was definitely an incident, and one that I reckon somebody's going to put a ticket in for on the P2, a Poppus. Nice move on Yi. DRS wing wide open at the back, and a Poppus takes P1 with Yi 2. Shelby in there in 3, and Titron Sigma right in there 4, and Hypes 5 in the Williams. Aramas 6 and Jay Weber 7. Jay Weber's just really having a good battle here with Cuba. Let's see if Cuba can have him. DRS activated here now. No, he's missed it. Into the left-hander he goes. I think this Red Bull of Jay Weber's going to be vulnerable on the DRS here. But I'll tell you, Cuba's got to get really, really tight to the back end of that car. He hasn't an awful lot of battery to do much about it, but neither has Jay Weber. So let's see if the move can be made. If it's not made here, it'll be made in the straight. And you know what? You're far better waiting on the straight. Oh, there's a kick comes right out onto the track there. Wee bit of an unsafe entry there. But anyway, that's for the stewards to decide. Got away with it. Nobody got any damage. Somebody's pitting. Titron Sigma is pitting. He's just gone off the mediums nice and early and gone on to the hards. So he might be on a 2-stopper here, because I can tell you what, after about 5 or 6 laps, these tires really go squirrely, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets off on those S-bends. Jay Weber fighting really hard against Shelby here. Nice battle going on here too for P7. That McLaren, the Garmin's pushing. Han Solo is pushing. Let's go on with Han, see if he can make the move. It's going to be a DRS train there as well. Let's go on with Mike, P10. Both got DRS. Mike's got loads of battery. He should be able to make this move on the outside. And he does. He gets his slipstream of that piece of cash up. And he puts him behind him. Mike up into P9. Patterson doing a very solid job there in P10 in the Racing Bull. Rock Rob, the lad from Roscommon, he's right in there as well. Goodness gracious, this is really close stuff. Jay Weber takes Cuba, and Jay Weber in the outside there, and Cuba in the inside. This sometimes can end in tears, but they're doing it okay, giving everybody lots of room. Good racing. This is the corner. This is the corner where you can get really squirrely if you get it wrong, especially on worn tires. Caution. Now, what has happened that we've got a caution? Somebody's off. Is it just temporarily? Or oh, Aramas has DNF'd. He has DNF'd. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is this an opportunity for everybody to jump into the pits? Let's see what Aramas does. Yes, it's a pits job. And I think we've got ourselves a full safety car here. Rock Robs has done quite nicely out of that. He's stayed out and he's preferred to have track position. So fair play to him. So the safety car is out. And everybody can just settle back in for a while and really think about what their next move is.
Oh no, someone has bended. Don't worry, just be cool and refocus. My good friend Gavin has gone for a wee smoke and double espresso while you guys sort your shit out. Now, if another safety or bad incident happens, I know Gavin will report it to the highest of high. So be warned, y'all. Stay safe.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying. But a wing's gone loose, but there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear. And the lights start flashing, silver star, here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag, he says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving, tires cooling, fans all groaning, patience dueling, cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Calm and boxed, feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars and lines.
Race is back on. I'm just sorting out a couple of little technical issues there with my PC, and I'll be right back with you, along with my beautiful cup of coffee espresso. Rock Rob's holding the lead here on his 9-lap old hards, so this could be a fairly decent little strategy if he can hold it out. Apophis P2, Hypes P3 in the Williams, Shelby P4, Yee is in P5, and Mike in P6, Jay Weber 7, Patterson in 8, Titron Sigma in 9, Garmin is in 10, and the DRS has been enabled and they're right back at it. Cash Emery is in 11, Cuba 12, Regulator 13, Yuval 14, and Hun Solo's back into the pits again for some reason, and poor Aramas has... oh my goodness, what has happened? We've got another caution. Now, what has happened? Trying to find out what happened there. I missed that. Has that Red Bull of Regulator? Yeah, Regulator is running with no left-hand end plate. So he is in a bit of difficulty. I think it's just a virtual safety car. Looking at these signs. Oh, look at Hypes, takes P1. A real scrap going into this right-hander. Tucks in behind, does a Poppus. P2 for a Poppus. Shelby P3, the Ferrari of Ye is in P4 with Rock Robs. Right up there on those old hard tires. An absolutely brilliant audience with me tonight. 18 people watching, and every single one of you are more than welcome to join Gavin Bass 1 with the Rattlers F1 League on a Tuesday night. We're on lap 12 of 36, and there has just been a safety car, and this is the restart of the race. Down in 6th is Mike in the Alpine. Jay Webber is in 7th in the Red Bull. In behind, there's an absolute battle going on between the two McLarens, and that is Hytron Sigma and Garmin. Patterson's in P10, and Patterson's trying to make a move on the outside here. This could end up in big tears, but he's trying to make it work. He's on the outside. He makes it work, and Patterson makes an absolute belter of a move there. He's going to take 2. Can he go into the corner? Yes, he can. And he takes it okay. A wee bit of a push, but nothing too serious. But the Red Bull of Jay Webber says, no, you're not going to do that to me. I'm going to take that position back. While doing that, Hype puts in a 1:17.9, fastest lap of the race. And we are really on it here. Hytron Sigma just makes a move, and he's going past. He does indeed, but Mike's right in behind him, and they are absolutely battling. And look at this car here as well. Oh my goodness gracious, I don't know where to be. I just need to make sure I'm on the corner. And the Ferrari goes really, really late on the brakes there. Oh, I'm starting to lose my voice because this is frantic. These guys are going to cause me a heart attack in my old age. Oh, Macuba. He's raising his hand. He's not too happy with that Red Bull driver. He must have got too close, and he gave him the big finger there. Cuba holds him off. All the way down to the back there battling. Hype's out there in P1, a Poppus P2, only 7 tenths behind him. Then there's a gap to Shelby, and then another gap to Yee. Rock Robs is out there at P5, and he is doing brilliant on these 12-lap old hards. But he's going to have to stop. Let's have a look at these stop situations right now. There you go. Everybody's made a stop but Rock Robs, and there's your tyres. Everybody's more or less on the hards, and they are now ready for the final. Oh, there's not, I was going to say 10 laps. Oh my God, there's lots of laps to go here. Have a look at this. And this. Battling along the grid here. Is Mike going to make a move here? He's going to try it on the inside. It looks like he's done it. He's made it stick. He owns the corner. Oh, but he gets a touch. That wasn't good there. Thankfully, he didn't end up with any damage there, but Rock Robs did give him a touch, and there just may be a ticket for the Roscommon man. Although it didn't affect him too much. On with Yuval, P12. Look at the position changes. Rock Robs is up 10, but that's not true because he needs to make a stop. Mike's had a brilliant race with 8 up. Let's have a look at those stops again, just to get our heads around exactly what's going on. Rock Robs, the only man on the track at the moment, not to make a stop. So he's got a plan, and he's sticking to it. P7 on the mic once again. He's going to chase down Rock Robs. How long are these hard tires of Rock Robs going to last? Certainly going to last another lap. Looks like he's going on for another one. On with Patterson. Makes a nice move there. Makes a double move. He's up into P7. Patterson's flying in the Racing Bull. He's going to try and get another one while he's at it, but he just can't do it. In the inside he goes. Outside, into the inside. What a beautiful move by Patterson, P6. And he's now tracking down Citron Sigma, the birthday boy. The Aston Martin of Cash Emery is now starting to make moves. Totally expect that from the driver. This guy here is a late comer, and he comes very, very well. Just you keep an eye on that Aston Martin. He's going to improve. And he goes into the inside. Oh, no, he gets baited out by... Oh, somebody absolutely knocked the clean living daylights out of that Aston Martin. Very, very lucky not to get a penalty there. And very lucky that there's no damage. In fact, did he get damage? If he got damage, there's going to be a terrible ticket in. Yes, he got damage. He lost a front end plate. And that's really, really unfortunate. Cash Emery is going to have to pit regulator race control. 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And then goes the Aston Martins to the... Oh, he's not. He's going to race on. Fair play to him. Hard to do that. He's going to lose a lot of traction on the right-hand corners. Oh, let's run down the drivers now as we go. Apopas P1 with one stop. He's holding Hypes off by just 0.4 of a second, and Hypes is really pushing him hard in the Williams. Shelby 2 seconds behind that in the kick. Then you've got Yee in the Ferrari. Citron Sigma right behind in 5, then Patterson, and then Rock Robs. Garmin in P8, and Cash Emery is going to try and make a move on this Garmin McLaren. Should be an easy enough move here. I would say he'll leave that to the start and finish grid, because it only leaves it wide open for the revenge overtake. So the Aston Martin driver, Cash Emery, is going to wait, and he's going to do something superb. Into the right-hander he goes. 76% of the battery lining up this McLaren of Garmin, and the Garmin is going to be history here. This is going to be a very easy overtake. He's going to do it on the right-hand side. Past the McLaren he goes, DRS wide open, and he leaves the McLaren for dead into the right-hander. On with Jay Webber, P13. Jay Webber's pushing against his teammate Regulator. He wants that position back. Two Red Bulls maybe working as a team here. I wouldn't be surprised that we'll see Regulator letting Jay Webber through, and then likewise on the second DRS zone. That way they will pick up pace if they've got any sense whatsoever, work together. But Jay Webber is carrying a wing damage there from what I can see. Yes, he's got a left hand and a right hand. Have both of them got damage? Regulator, left hand end plate, and a right-hand end plate. Both of them running without end plates there, different sides. On with the leaders. Apopas leading the race at the moment with Hypes right behind there. Only 0.8 behind, so he's still in the DRS zone, as is Shelby. Here they come. These guys are picking up a fairly decent bit of time on the track now, and they're now 6 seconds ahead of Yi. Tire situation is there. 10-lap-old mediums versus 10-lap-old hards. Some guys are out there as much as 17 laps on the hards, and that's Rock Robs. So Rock Robs has stayed out. He's penalty free and he's damage free at the minute. Oh, there's a bit of, that's where I told you. That's where I told you it could happen, and Rock Robs has done it. Right on those S-bends with worn tires. That is a definite, and it really does happen, and Rock Robs has DNF'd, and I wouldn't be surprised that there's a full safety car out here, and there is. Oh my goodness, Rock Robs has actually done exactly what I was warning everybody not to do. And that has come off on those corners. You've got to back off the throttle whenever your tyres are so worn, because there's just no grip there at the end of the tyre session. So Rock Robs has paid the massive penalty for trying to stay out on the hards. It was going so well for him, but the traction just gave up and the tyres gave up. I dare say he was probably heading for a tyre change in the pits. So safety car number 2, it looks like, of the evening. I quite like the safety cars now. It gives me an opportunity to go and get myself another espresso. I'll be back with you when the race starts again.
Right, lads. It's now been reported to me, the President of the United States, about safety cars. Sort your shit out and get that driving sorted out. I have told my good friend Gavin just to feck out for a while and grab a coffee and a smoke. He doesn't need to watch this total ballocks. Sort it out.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying, but a wing's gone loose, there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star. Here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on, wake me up when the sprint has begun. Covers weaving, tires cooling, fans all grown, impatience dueling, cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke, while the circuit sits yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshals clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer, engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone, he stops it out, back on air. My friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin returns just in time to describe. Back on air, my friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin's gone for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving, tires cooling, box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a fag, while the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving, tires cooling, fans all grown impatience, dueling, cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke. While the circuit sits yawn and he's in on the joke, he'll stroll back in when the green lights fly with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshall's cleared a track, the crowd begins to cheer, engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone. He's outside humming his favorite tone. Yes, Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the world is waiting, he's holding his drag. And just in time as the cars go full send, he stubs it out back on air, my friends. Safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin's returns just in time to describe.
So we're right back at it. Still under safety car. But we're coming close for the restart of the race here. Lap 21 of 36 here. Poor Rock Robs is absolutely gutted. But I did warn you. I warned everybody. Those S-bends, you cannot force your way through them on worn tyres. They are absolutely and utterly unforgivingly lethal, as everybody now is starting to get back into the queue, waiting on that safety car restart sign. Lap 22 of 36 here in Mexico with Rattlers F1 League, and I'm Gavin Bass 1 Tuesday nights, and I love it. Shelby in the lead. Cash Emery in P2 now. P3's Titron Sigma. Uville. Rock Robs is going to keep me company. I'll tell you what, is there a spar nearby, buddy? You need a double box of Kleenex hankies. Round the left-hander, they're all forcing their way round there, trying to make track positions. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It looks like there's Emma Williams off there. And that looked like Hypes. I think Hypes is out. And it looks like a 10-second penalty for Cuba. For a penalty. Oh, yeah, God, it's Hypes out. I think it might have been Patterson. I'm not absolutely 100% sure. It couldn't have been Patterson. He was too far up the grid. I'm not too sure. I would have to watch it back to see exactly who it was. But surely to goodness, it's not another safety car. Let's have a look. I'm running out of safety car tunes, so I'm just going to have to sing Happy Birthday. It is. So I'm going to do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Titron Sigma. Happy birthday to you. From Gavin Bass and all the drivers and viewers from the Rattlers F1 League on a Tuesday night. Happy big man birthday to you, Titron Sigma, and I love the dress, and I absolutely love those pugs. 2 DNFs, Hypes out of the race, Rock Robs out of the race, Aramis out of the race. Tickets will be going in tonight. The stewards will have to put their kids to bed early. They're going to have to burn the candles late tonight and sort out the tickets. Drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Garmin J. Weber, take a bow. But what an opportunity for the guys to get out of their 16-lap old hards. Cash Emery is the one. Did he miss the pit stop, or did he decide to stay out for another 12 laps? Hardly, on those hard tyres that have already done 16. Let's just have a wee look back there. Maybe I've made a mistake. Yeah, he's still out on 16-lap old hards. The only ticket you can put in there, mate, is a parking ticket. Watch out for the wee man with the yellow hat. You'll get a parking ticket, and also for littering. Littered the whole place with carbon fibre, you ball bag. Oh, these things happen, buddy. These things happen. But let's have a look at the positions. Let's have a look at everything right now while the cars are settled down. There's your position changes. 10 up for Cash Emery. He's not wanting to give that up, so he's staying out in the hard tyres, and I think that's going to cost him a lot of... That's going to cost him the race for sure. But who knows? Then you've got Titron Sigma, and I'm going to look at the tyre situation there as well. The stops are all done, and the tyres, let's see. There they are. 5 laps, 5 laps, 5 laps. Everybody's out on those tyres, on the hard tyres, apart from Yuval. He's had a change. Rock Rob's out of the race. Hype's out of the race. Aramas out of the race. And we're just waiting for this final lap where they all gather together and they're going to have an 11-lap sprint here. Cash Emery, you've got to get into the pits, buddy. Maybe you've got something up your sleeve that I don't know, but those 17-lap old hards could cost you an incident. I hope I'm wrong, because I really like you. So Shelby in P1, Titron Sigma P2, Cash Emery is in P3, Apophis P4, the Racing Bull of Patterson's P5, Yee down in P6, which is unusual. Then his teammate of Cuba, he's in the Ferrari team P7, Han Solo P8 and Yuval 9. Mike's in 10th there, Regulator 11th and Jay Weber 12th, and Garmin is back there in 13th. But I do know one thing for absolutely sure, there's going to be a few incident tickets. And just by the way, for anybody who's viewing tonight, I don't make any comment and I don't try to assign any blame to any incidents whatsoever. Honestly, I really try to stay away from that. I certainly try to find them and I try to cover them. That's what your stewards and admins are for, and I fully encourage you not to go on ranting on Discord either. If you've got a problem, stick your ticket in and let the stewards deal with it. They're a good bunch of guys and the outcome will be fair and well reviewed. Cash Emery, did he go into the pits? I think he did. He did. He done it. He lost his bottle and he's gone on to the mediums. Where will he come out? That's the big issue. He's going to come out right at the back of the grid. So he's got 11 laps now, 10 laps to gain places from 12th position. He just gets out in front of Garmin. So this is shaping up to be an absolutely amazing final 9 laps even of this race here in Mexico. Unbelievable race. 3 safety cars, 3 restarts, 9 laps to go, and it's going to be a shootout. The one I want to watch very carefully tonight is Cash Emery. He's sitting there in P12 on very, very fresh medium tyres, where everybody else is nursing 6, 7, 10 and 12 lap old hards. So there's going to be some sort of changes going on here. And it's down to drivability now and who can nurse those tyres the best for the next 10 laps. I think the safety car's going to come in. It is this lap. So let's get prepared and ready to rumble here in Mexico. So Shelby will back them up and he will try to get Titron asleep, hoping that he's had too much birthday cake, and also Apophis, Patterson and Yee. He wants them all sleepy. Can he get them sleeping? Let's keep an eye on that kick. Off he goes, foot to the floor, and Titron Sigma didn't miss him at all. And look at Apophis, 3 of them going down. Side by side, Jay Weber gets a speeding in the pit lane penalty. Not his night, but look at the McLaren. Titron Sigma, Birthday Boy in the inside. Can the Birthday Boy win this race this evening? He's trying very hard, and Apophis is right in there behind. Unbelievable stuff here in the restart here. All clean, all good, all nice. Shelby P1. Lap 27, let's have a look at these new medium tyres. What can they do? What can Cash Emery do on these new medium tyres? Can he make up several positions in 8 laps? It's going to be a big job to do for the Aston Martin driver. I'm not sure he can. DRS enabled. Shelby P1, Titron Sigma P2, the Racing Bull of Apophis P3, Patterson right in there in the Racing Bull P4, Yee in the Ferrari P5 with his teammate Cuba P6. Brilliant stuff from the Ferraris. Han Solo P7 with the Aston Martin of Yeovil making an outside move on the back into the inside. He takes it and he gets it lovely past the Haas, but he has to run very, very wide. Oh, that's what I don't like about these track limits. This should be tight. That shouldn't be happening. But anyway, the rules are the rules. A bit of a touch there by the Red Bull there of regulator on Yeovil. And there's a wee bit of squirreliness and a wee bit of out of orderness going on here at the back. Need to settle down, guys. Cash Emery, P11. Shelby still holding the lead here in the kick. Let's go on with Mike. Mike's down there in P10. He tried to make a move there and he just didn't quite get it on regulator. Regulator goes away wide there too. Oh, I so much don't agree with this. If you want to race in a racing league, you've got to have the track limits on strict. That's my opinion. Sorry, lads, but it really is. Hadn't he gone wide there, I think there could have been a position change. On with Mike still. Past him he goes. Does it nicely. Gets the position. Mike up in the P9. Or is he? Oh, Cash Emery's up to P9 in the inside on the Aston Martin. Oh, no. That's a ticket. I'm not commenting. That is definitely a problem there. Cash Emery was absolutely nudged off the line there. That's not good, and that's got to be dealt with. Back to the leaders. Shelby P1, P2 Titron, and P3 Apophis. All battling her out here for P1. No penalties. Let's see the tyres between those guys. Who's the fastest lap, actually? Let's have a wee look at that. Fastest lap at the minute is Hypes, actually, with a 1:17.948. Penalties really don't matter because they don't get too many penalties with the track limits off. Tyres do matter. All top 6 riders here, all out on 10 and 11 old hards, so it's a very equal battle. Cash Emery was going so well on those mediums and he would have made up a lot of places, but his race to a degree was ruined by some iffy driving there, and he's lost a right-hand end plate. That's the end of the race for Cash Emery, and I'm sure he will be gutted. Han Solo P8. Let's go on with Yee and Cuba. They're going to be fighting. Lap 30 of 36 here in Mexico. Rattlers F1 League on a Tuesday night. Gavin Bass won, and this has been a really action-packed race. Full of moves, full of incidents, and full of overtakes. Really, really good to view. Hope you all enjoy it back. Titron Sigma, P2. Is he going to take the lead? is the birthday boy going to do something about Shelby? Let's see what he can do. He gets a wee bit squirrely there, loses a couple of tenths, but he's on the DRS and Shelby's trying to defend it. Oh, he's going to save it for later. Or is he? He's going to go up the inside. He owns the corner. And the birthday boy gets up the inside, gets a wee tap in the back just for it to say thank you. And the McLaren driver takes P1. Come on, the birthday boy. Imagine getting a win on your birthday. How good would that be? Shelby 2, Apopas 3, all in there. Quite a distance behind now to Yee, and Yee's holding off Patterson in P5. Cuba P6 in the Ferrari. So Patterson's now the meat in the Ferrari sandwich, and he wants to get onto the top. He's not going to do it. Yee's too quick for him. Patterson and Yuval. Misfits, John, for your information, these guys don't run strict racing lines. They have their own very good reasons for doing it. Yeah, personally, I don't think it's right. But, you know, if you're not good enough to race within the lines, you shouldn't be league racing. That's just my opinion. But the guys run their own league, and I have got to respect those rules. I still very, very much enjoy them, but totally against it. I really do believe there are moves being made because they run wide and they keep the momentum going in the car when they would have really slowed up and the other person could have taken the corner. Just my opinion. Cuba P6. Lap 32 of 36. 4 more laps to go. The birthday boys got half a second of a lead over Shelby. Shelby's fighting very, very hard, but Titan Sigma is driving like a demon. You would nearly think this boy was on a birthday promise. Patterson P5. Can Patterson take P4 off Yee? 76 a battery. I think he can. Yeah, they are quick lads. Honestly, those guys right on the top 4 there, including, well, Patterson's right up there as well, but Cuba, yeah, they're fast drivers. Apopas now P1, and he is the league leader at the moment, and there has been a yellow flag, so there's a taken out job. Shelby's out of the race. I missed the incident, and I've got a feeling that there's something very, very serious happened there because Titron Sigma and Yee are still up there. Patterson's in P4, Cuba P5, Han Solo, and Shelby's out of the race. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened to Shelby. If Shelby happens to be watching the stream, I would be very, very interested to hear what happened, Shelby. Jay Weber, Shelby, Hypes, Rock Robs and Aramas all out of the Mexican Grand Prix this evening, and we are on another safety car. 4 safety cars, and the probability for safety car tonight in Mexico was 20%. So all I'm going to say is the racing standards were not good tonight, and that has caused 4 safety cars. So I'm sure the league owner and the league administrators and stewards will probably have a little paragraph to write about tightening up your manners on track. 11 people still racing with only 2 laps to go. How long will this safety car last? Hopefully to goodness it'll not be a win under safety car. Regulator gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There's been a lot of that tonight as well. These lads are just not getting the hang of getting the brakes on nice and early and getting that car stopped. Too many of those 10-second penalties, and they're costing awfully expensively. Surely to goodness the stewards of this track are going to let this race go for one lap. If not, it's going to finish behind a safety car. And in all the months that I've been doing commentary, I don't think I've seen a race finish under safety car yet. And that would be really, really unfortunate end to what was generally a very, very exciting race. Safety cars in this lap, so it's a one lap sprint. A lot of the guys jumped onto the softs, and they are going to go hell for leather at the end of this race. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mike, Kashemri and Regulator end up in a tangle, because they're going to be going very, very fast against the guys on the hards. And they need to make very, very clean moves. Honestly, really, really clean moves. 16 people watching. You're watching the last lap of the Mexican Grand Prix with the Rattlers F1 League as Apophis takes the league over Patterson, over Cuba, over Han Solo, over Yuval and over Titron Sigma back in 6th place. That's really bad luck for the birthday boy. How did he end up there? But here they go, Apophis P1. He's ahead by 6/10. Lap 35. So they've one more lap after this, and the caution's out again. Somebody boxed for a wing. Oh, right, okay. He boxed for a wing. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Rock Robs. That's why I love people on the stream with me. They see things that I just cannot see, and that makes absolute and utter total sense. Kashemri's down there in P11. He hasn't had the best night of the evening, and I'm sure there'll be a few little tickets going in from him. Look at this. And there's another caution. Maybe it's just a temporary caution. Apophis is running away with this now. He's pulled away out of the DRS zone, and the race is now in there for P2. 3 of them fighting out for it. Nothing else going in behind, so I'm going to stay on with this. Lap 36, and the race is for P2. Apophis has won the race. Patterson's just trying to hold off Cuba, and Cuba's trying to hold off Han Solo. Any moves that are going to be made are going to have to be made very soon. Apophis is just cruising down now for the victory. But it's this here that I really want to look for, and I don't think there's going to be any moves. Everybody's just happy enough to stay in their positions. On board with your race leader this evening in Mexico. Over the line he goes. Here he comes. P1, race winner for Apophis in Mexico for the Rattlers F1 League, and a beautiful wiggle from him. Patterson P2, Cuba P3, Han Solo P4, Yuval, my driver of the day, P5 in the Aston Martin, Titron Sigma P6. P7's Mike, P8 is Garmin, P9 Yi, and P10, I just missed out on P10, but I'll catch it all up in a second. 10th place was Regulator. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So there you have it. They're all on the podium. 2 Visa Cash App drivers and a Ferrari driver. Cup in the hand, up in the air. Celebrations all round. And they'll uncork the champagne and spray it round each other as they do. £475 per bottle just going into the air. So the stats from the game: a Papas race winner, Hypes is the fastest lap. Driver of the day by the game was Patterson. My driver of the day was Yuval, and Pete Patterson was the cleanest driver as per the game. Let's see what the stewards say about that. I'm sure Patterson did have a clean race, but I didn't catch too much on. So very quickly, if I can just go to the race director, to the incidents, I'm just going to click all down those incidents for everybody to see. Not too many actually recorded there, but there was a lot of little incidents on track. And that, my friends, is the end of the Mexican Grand Prix this evening with the Rattlers F1 League. What an absolute fantastic night for viewing. Good bit of fun at the beginning. I would fully encourage you to watch the full intro and see the celebrations for Titron's birthday, and also the little helicopter trip that was made in round the F1 track of Mexico. As always, I always thank everybody for attending the race tonight. I thank all the stewards, owners, and the admin staff for working away behind the scenes and making it a very, very great night all to be part of. People are now starting to queue up to join this league, and I dare say they'll be signing up for the next season, and it's more or less full from what I can hear. So if you fancy a blast at this league and you want to put your name forward, just get in touch with myself or Jay Weber on the Discord, and they will be more than happy to bring you on board. They might want you to do a little short test drive or whatever. I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's what it's all about. Thank you to all the viewers tonight. Probably one of my highest views tonight. A lot of people tuning in for this race tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the action, and I hope you come back next week for a lot more. I'm Gavin Bass 1 from Northern Ireland, Castle Rock. Good night. See you next week.
Engines growl down the neon strip. Chrome fangs flash, we're primed to rip. Checkered moon in a silver sky. We live for the scream and the battle cry. Gasoline dreams, speed in our veins. Steel hearts pumping through lightning and rain. Tuesday night, the Rattlers bite. Burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the road inside. We're kings of the league on a Tuesday night. Helmets down, visor hides the eyes. Every turn's a dare, every lap's surprise. Crowds roar like thunder in the stands. Every heartbeat feels like shifting sands. Gasoline dreams, speed in our veins. Steel hearts pumping through lightning and rain. Tuesday night, the Rattlers bite. Burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the roll inside. push it past the red. One wrong move and you're stealing lead. But we're rattlers and we were born to strike. Caught in the dark till the green light spikes. Tuesday night, the rattlers bite, burning rubber in the black moonlight. No brakes, no fear, just the road inside. We're kings of the league on a Tuesday night. Engines fade, but the fire stays. Until next week, we'll haunt these days.
This is Rattlers F1 Racing League, so let's get it on to keep it lit.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Max Verstappen. Question: would you like to participate in this amazing racing league? If so, contact my good friend Gavin and he will put you in touch with the league owners. You need to prove you are a clean, patient and respectful driver. Tick those boxes, join the fun.